Morning, everyone. We're at day two now. I'll give a quick run through of day one. Um, 2 wins, 1 loss. The first two games were Tau Supremacy Suit. It wasn't against Space Wolves after all. And the second game was against Imperial Knights with Skitarii. The third game was against Necrons. Oh, you son of a... It just started raining. Okay. First game, it ended up being a little bit closer than it should have been. We did go turn 5, unfortunately. Not for time, but for actual thingamajig. So we failed the roll. Basically, every turn I just took control of his... what do you call it? The Storm Surge every turn, and basically just shot with it against these units. In the end, all he had was 2 Marker Lights, the Storm Surge, and 1 Riptide. That was on 4 wounds. So I still had a pretty reasonable amount of units on the field. It would have been a little bit easier had I managed to actually hit with his D missiles in the first bloody turn, because I had Marker Lights on them. I'm like, but yeah, sadly I still won it. The second game was against Hayden's 3 Knights and Skitarii. At first it was looking alright. I managed to D-shot his Void Shield Generator in 1 shot, which was pretty cool. And just took wounds out of his units. As of turn 2, I managed to get rid of both of his anti-flyer onagers, and also managed to pop his other one as well. Then I just basically started just going to town on his Imperial Knights. There was a funny couple instances where I managed to get 3-up invols on the little dudes, the Brimstones and the Blues and that, to tie up his Knights, which really annoyed him because he didn't get many actual D hits, which I was thankful for, I will admit. That allowed me to basically get myself into the position I needed to be in to take him out. In the end, he only had 1 Imperial Knight left, and it came very close to him actually getting the relic. I still would have won, but wouldn't have been by 10 to 1. Crons. That was a difficult game. In hindsight, I probably made it. I screwed myself a little bit. I could have, not could have. I should have just rolled in the change table on the Lord of Change, and gone for and hope for the D shot, and then also park myself right into the back corner. In hindsight, that was my big mistake. I didn't get too close too early, and bloody Necron, Feel No Necron bloody save reanimation rolls. Bloody Decurian's a pain in the ass, especially if you get to reroll 1s and all that bullshit. There's still stuff I've got to check out on that, because something just didn't seem right. It didn't help that he was shitty because I had a lot of shit to move and do, and it's like, oh, you're taking so much time. I'm like, dude, I'm just playing the game. I don't intentionally play slow. I don't want to play slow personally. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a game where I've actually went to less than turn 4. This is probably the first game where we've been really pushed for time. What I should have done was gone for the D shots. That would have had Fady, Magnus, and the Lord of Change with D shots, and then just slowly build up the warp charge. Keep all the little pinks in that up the back. Use the sacrifice to generate another Herald, while taking away a pink to get some blues and do all that shit. Yeah, it was a fuck up on my part. I could have played it better. Just to use the 3 flies, because he had no flies. He would have been hitting me on 6s and then wounding me on 6s. 5s on the Mr. Fady, but neither here nor there. Am I a little bit disappointed? Yeah, of course. But you know what? Fuck ups happen. At the moment, next round, which I'm about to walk into, I'm against Tau again. I think there's no supremacy suit, probably 3 Riptide shenanigans and all that bullshit. Yeah, it's going to be, shouldn't be too hard. It's not kill points this time like the last round was, which is the other thing that screwed me. But yeah, we'll wait and see. So yeah, I need to win this game and the next game to actually get anywhere at this point in time. Otherwise I'll be fucked. I should be able to get top 5. Some of the other boys haven't been able to. Spacker's 1-2 wins losses. Hayden's on 2-1, which is good. He's actually a little bit higher points wise. I'm 1 point higher than he is. But I should be able to turn that around. I should be able to get some good wins today. Some of the interesting suspects up the top, but against in solid armies, I think that Necron list will suffer. I just made some mistakes in the game. It should have been me in the top 6. Yeah, there's other things in that game that just didn't run me right, but we won't go into that. Apart from that, yeah, gonna go ahead in. Well, this is Heath from alphahvg.com, signing out.